Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here this morning. I know it's early for some of us. It's 9 o'clock here on the West Coast. It's noon out east for our friends out of Georgia. But we wanted to get to you early in the morning so we can start talking about a brew method which we haven't really been able to focus on over the last month because we've been brewing at home. But we finally were able to get an espresso machine into one of our homes and get a setup ready here so that we can talk a little bit about brewing espresso at home. I know all sorts of different types of equipment out there. We're going to talk about basics like we always do. We're going to talk about some fundamentals. And to help me do that, Ben Jones is going to be joining us today. A great day today to ask questions. We're going to be live for about 10-15 minutes. We'll go ahead and bring Ben up here. Hi, Ben. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Josh. Good morning.
That's great. I'll step over here too. So we have a shot of the machine that you'll see right here. That's the equipment we're using, and we have the grinder here as well. So again, today, a great opportunity if you have any questions you want to ask about espresso. What we're probably going to do is we're going to start by doing one of the first things we do in the shops in the morning, which is dialing in our coffee so that we're able to get the right extraction rate across time. Ben, did you have some thoughts you wanted to share about that?
Yeah, couple things. One is that when you're working with espresso, you want to try to be as consistent as you can. So the more repeatable and consistent your setup is, the better results you're going to get. The other thing is there are a lot of numbers that we tend to toss out with espresso. They're guidelines. They're kind of like signposts on the road. They point you in the right direction, but they're just suggestions. And the ultimate goal is that what you're brewing is what tastes good to you, and that you can then again repeat that as you're making.
That's good. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better, right? So I'll let folks know right off the bat. We have a really bomber grinder in that in my house today. We want to take a hey, pretty good to see you, Kara Baker. Good to see you as well. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, Kara.
Hey, the old teens here. Remember, great time to ask questions. And for folks who share the video today, as always, we choose a winner to receive a little free coffee just as a thank you for sharing what we love so much, which is, in this case, making coffee at home. So Ben, can I introduce you to this grinder here, and you can tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, let's talk about that. That is the Mazzer Rober S. It's the latest grinder off of the Rober or the Mazzer line. It has grind on demand automatic dosing. You program it to grind for a time duration so that it gives you a consistent, repeatable dose. I love that you have this at home because this grinder is designed to make espressos all day long. So I hope you have decaf in the hopper, because if you're going to use that machine for what it can do.
I do not.
Okay,
I have dancing goats in the hopper.
You're going to have to practice some self-discipline.
This is the issue. Anytime we're dialing in, sometimes we have to, as we'll probably see here, we have to, of course, take a look at the time and look at its pour rate and look at the quality, the viscosity. But at the end of the day, I think you probably always support me in this. You kind of have to taste it, right? I mean, even when we look at it and we're pretty sure that it's not going to be where we want it to be, I think it's always good to taste coffee in its different states.
It's educational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it is. So should I go ahead and try one out here?
Let's make an espresso.
Okay.
All right.
You can talk a little bit while I do the work.
So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take that out and make sure we clean and dry that portafilter. Get all the old stuff out of there. That's going to help with the repeatability, consistency. Excellent. Go and insert that there and hit your grind button. Catch your dose. Very nice. This grinder is great. It stops automatic. Good. Then we
That
want to
did
do a
not stop
small.
automatically though.
Oh,
You know why? That's why.
well, let's
I
get a
had
good.
I had separated out the new beans, so we'll go
Oh,
over again here.
oh, there you go. Yeah, the slide sheet was closed. Got it. So we get a dose, and then we want to distribute it. We want it to be roughly evenly spread out.
Here we go.
There we go. So there you go. That's called the stock flip. A little hand grooming, get that coffee spread out. And then for the tamp, we want to be firm. The pounds of pressure specifically aren't as crucial as the level going in. You want to make sure you keep your tamp level with the basket. Water likes to flow downhill, so if your tamp is crooked, all the water is going to flow to one side, and you're going to get an uneven brew of coffee. There, you'll wipe the top clean, just so we don't gunk up our group. A little flush. Get some fresh water up there, cleans off that screen. And we like to insert, and then I like to just brew right away, just like that. Perfect.
Oh my, that looks pretty quick, doesn't it?
How soon did it? Yeah,
Yeah.
about like a 2 second delay before it came out. Yeah, generally we don't want to see any espresso for at least 3 seconds. That's a safe guideline. And we have a 19-second shot. Yeah, if you're running dancing goats on most machines, we need to break 20 seconds. I mean, it looks good from, like the way we used to judge it just visually, but we want that to taste right. So let's have a little sip on that. I'm imagining pretty bright.
Very bright, yeah. I mean, the as we know, the acids come off right away, right? So those are very prevalent, or the things that create the sensation of acidity. Sure.
Exactly. Maybe even a little bit of a vegetal bitterness in there,
Yeah.
like an endive or greens. So that's a good starting point for us, though. What we're going to do is we're not going to use our tamp pressure to compact it more. That's inefficient and not repeatable. I want to use our grind size to control that flow rate.
Okay.
So we're gonna go to the grinder, and you're going to turn the adjusting dial just the slightest bit counterclockwise. Correct.
So you can notice on this grinder here that there's a little arrow here, and that has me at 4.7. So I'm going to bring it back down to 4.5.
Perfect.
Okay. And then, is that good enough, or is there anything I should do before I go ahead and try to redose this?
Well, the funny thing with grinders is they do hold some old coffee in the grind chamber. So right now, up in the burr set, we've got a dose of coffee up there. So we'll want to purge out a dose or two worth of coffee, just so we can see that immediate change. So go ahead and
Okay.
read.
I have a cup right here. I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Perfect.
Is that enough?
Let's go a little more. You're gonna have to do at least a dose or two. The Rover, one of the reasons this is not a home grinder is because it retains quite a bit of coffee. This new model retains about 50% what the previous used to. So if you're looking to buy a mega grinder, this is one to look at.
All right, everybody, I want to let you know that it's going to be real loud for a second here. Okay, sorry about that.
It's all part of it. All right, so we're going to do that all over again. Clean and dry. Excellent.
Something I often was taught in the past is you can kind of see my thumb on the edge there and my finger on the back as well.
Perfect.
And that allows me to feel the edge of the tamper as well as the rim of the basket. And I can kind of judge the evenness as I press down.
Yeah, and something that we look at the tamp and the portion up top, is this is not a handle for tamping. It's the handle for lifting out. And all of our tamping is going to happen down here near the base. All right.
It definitely slowed the rate down.
Good.
All right, so
Good. So we added 5 seconds to that's nice. We're going to get a lot more development. We're going to pull out more flavors. We're going to hopefully get some of the sugars in there.
you can see that settling or Guinness effect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and taste it now.
Give it a little taste.
Oh, much sweeter. Yeah, I mean,
Much sweeter.
obviously sweeter. That's yeah.
I
I do wonder. I think I want to slow down even just a little bit more. Not much.
Sounds great. So we would just give it just the slightest little nudge
Yeah.
on that
So
adjusting column.
I mean, considering what just happened there, we can kind of do a little bit of like math, right? Like I moved it one, two of the little hash marks here, and it added quite a few seconds to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think I'm gonna do like maybe one more and let's see what happens, or maybe even like the thing about these Mazers is they're stepless, right? I mean, it's just a screw, and the marks are there just so that we have a frame of reference. But
Yeah.
honestly, like if I could get the right amount of pressure to move it like a millimeter, that would actually effectively change the grind.
Like just get it 1 degree or half a degree shifted, or
right.
yeah. All right. I can't see the any of the feeds. Do we have any questions coming in that you can?
Lots of folks talking about how awesome it is that we have espresso, and
Cool.
Some staff talking about how they miss and love each other. Which I think we would all echo those. We would echo those.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
All right, here we go. I feel confident about this. Get ready for a loud sound, everybody. The puck has a nice quality to it too.
Good. Yeah, the puck should come out in one piece. If it's muddy, that typically indicates that you're not putting enough coffee in. And we hopefully don't want to see an impression of the group screen and the screw in the puck when you take it out.
Let's take a look at the puck this time after I pull it out. Wish I could zoom in a little more.
Working with what we have, we're doing pretty all right. So on those fast espressos, the flavor is going to be sour, tart, thin textured, maybe bitter, like vegetal. As you start getting close, you're going to start getting some cocoa. So you might get some of that baker's chocolate bitterness. There we go, looking like espresso.
Yeah.
That was
by rote memory of my body, I cleared the timer, but it was 26 seconds.
Excellent.
Oh, we're getting into that place now, Ben, where I need to maybe consider how much espresso I'm drinking.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much for helping me out today. I really appreciate it. I mean, you bring such a great amount of knowledge to the process. And I hope that the folks who are watching today have gotten something out of this as well. We know espresso at home is a great kind of next step that a lot of folks take, right? Where they decide they're going to go ahead and go for the espresso machine. So we know it's a segment of our fans, and we hope that this helps them out. I think we should probably add some more elements to this kind of work we're doing. What do you
Yeah.
think we should do next?
Well, let's now that we've made some espressos, let's work on steaming up some milk. We can start making lattes and cappuccinos at home,
Uh-huh.
and
Okay.
we'll see how your latte art is, Josh.
Uh-oh. Okay. Well, luckily, we'll do this next week, maybe. Well,
Yeah,
next Wednesday, in this space, actually, we're going to be having a cupping with Bob, I think, and uh, Ren says he likes how the pace of my words pick up as I've had more coffee. Just wait, brother. It's true, yeah.
Good.
So next Wednesday, I think we're going to be with Bob, but maybe we can do like an afternoon milk steaming for folks. Okay.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah, we'll let everyone know
Yeah.
here. We'll talk about it on the other shows. So Ben, I'm going to say thank you really quick here, and I'm actually going to sign off with you so I can kind of finish the spiel here. But we'll see you again. You have a gig on Friday, I believe. You'll be doing a 9 a.m. You know what you're going to do on Friday?
Friday morning, we're going to talk about using a gooseneck kettle, the basics, and then a few more advanced tips and tricks.
Oh, that's great. Super. Well, join Ben here at this time, 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, noon Eastern Standard Time on Friday for gooseneck kettle techniques. Ben, thank you so much. We'll see you then. Everyone stay here for just a minute while we say goodbye to Ben. See you, Ben.
See you, Josh. See you, everybody.
Okay, folks, I want to thank you so much for being with me today. It really is great to have you in our homes. We love being in your homes when you have our coffee. I want you to know that people are working really hard at both of our roasteries, both in Atlanta and in Olympia. We've been able to flex. It's a testament to the folks who do this every day, who really put like their heart and their soul into what they're doing. And I know that might sound a little, overly romantic, but it's really true. I mean, if you're someone who's watching this, you're probably someone who really loves coffee, and you can understand why people like working in coffee. Our production staff, the ones roasting, the ones packaging the coffee, are not just great at loving coffee, but they're just such consummate professionals. You get to see us talk about coffee brewing and the history of coffee and all that fun stuff. But I got to tell you, it's something that impresses me. Every day I work for this company is the dedication of the folks in production and how they take the same care, excellence, and like dedication to doing things right that we have to honor the coffee and the farmers we work with, and they take that all the way through the production line. So you might have noticed if you're ordering coffee from us, there's a little sticker that comes on the box. And that sticker rose up out of the production staff because they're there, like lots of folks are, kind of on the front line, making sure that the business that we all care for together gets to move forward, and the customers that we all care for together get to have an experience that hopefully in these times makes life a little sweeter, a little more rich. And so I just wanted to call all those folks out today and just say thank you for everything you do. And as a way that you might want to thank them, I want to remind folks who are watching the videos, we do have a special here, and I want to move this up in front of, oops, not me. I want to move this up in front of my silly face. You don't need to see me. There. So I'm going to move that up there just so you can make sure to see that the code is. If you go to our website and use the Watch and Learn 10 when you get to the order page, that gets you 10% off of your order. And that's across everything, not just coffee, but also brewing tools as well. So if you need some coffee, we'd love to be your coffee purveyor. We love what we do across the board. Every single person in this organization has dedicated themselves to what the heart of hospitality is in coffee. And that includes for all of us who are turning our homes into cafes now. Take care. Tune in later today at 1 p.m. EST, 4 p.m. PST. Brendan is going to be doing some pour over techniques, differences and similarities in different paper filter pour over techniques with a highlight, I believe, on V60. So that will be a great learning opportunity for us all. Have a great day, and we look forward to seeing you in this space and in all the spaces where coffee is enjoyed as we move forward. Have a great day. Bye-bye.